What's going on, everybody? This is Joey the Jaguar of Underage Packers. I'm, as always, joined by a wonderful co-host, Big B.
What is happening, boys and girls?
We're sitting here after a 34-17 victory over the San Francisco 49ers. I do just gotta say, for anybody that goes after us, how great is it that they got quite an advantage to go after two guys named Joey the Jaguar and Big B. I mean, that is pretty hysterical, but
Yep.
we're here for Underage Packers all the time, recapping the Packers win over the San Francisco 49ers, moving them on to 6-2. Now, this was a pretty big bounce back week. Obviously, I think the general vibe around this was with Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas going out was, it's kind of a shame we're not getting that revenge, that sweet, sweet revenge. I mean, it is over Kyle Shanahan, but I don't think really, after looking at that game, I don't think you can say, wow, that was a fantastic goal. I'm not saying it's a bad one, but I don't think you can look at the game and say, wow, what a great game plan by Matt LaFleur. I mean, I don't know what Matt LaFleur's game plan was, and we still blew them out. So I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
I
mean, but when you're playing a high school team, does it really matter?
Yeah, exactly. I think the game plan was Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams.
And I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, if we don't know the game plan every week, that might be okay. Except in week 6, where it's like, do we even form a game plan? But that doesn't matter. And I think that's really the thing you get from it. There's not too much you can get from this.
MVS is good at football. How about that? MVS can actually catch a football.
Yeah, and I think really the biggest thing is just that drop that he had. It kind of reinvigorated everybody's thoughts for him. And then he goes out there and gets those 2 great touchdowns.
Isn't it great, though? Isn't it great that he has that one drop?
Yeah.
Everybody says, oh, cut him. He sucks. Butterfingers. He should be left in Santa Clara. At the end of the game, he has 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And one on a freaking bomb, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God, I was thinking, oh my goodness, do not drop this or else Twitter will explode.
I thought he was dropping that, to be honest.
I was like, oh, it's too good to be true.
Uh-huh.
Then you have really, so MVS getting those 2 great catches. I love the bootlegs going out there. I love the Cheese TV watch party. All the second half was talking about random second screeners.
Dude, it was so random, but I loved it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, Devontae Adams did a thing. All right. Gatto was very good at football.
Yes. Let's ask that, Big B. I want to know, who is your favorite random Packer?
All right, I'm going with my boy Atari Big B.
Yeah, you stole
my boy.
I love that category of guys that when we were just old enough to start getting into football. I love those type of guys. That's why I have a great love for Eric Walden, Frank Sambo, Desmond Bishop, man, Nick Barnett. So many.
Well, I love Desmond Bishop, by the way. Shout out to Desmond Bishop. I love that man.
It was just an absolute blowout for the Packers when we were talking about Desmond Bishop in 2020. Great stuff. Yeah, there's not too much you can get from this game. I think pretty good performance from Aaron Rodgers, pretty good performance from Aaron Jones. What this means going forward, I don't think too much, but it definitely. I mean, if the Packers don't blow 49ers out in this game, it's really not a good look at all.
One thing, though, is that I hope Preston Smith gets confidence because they forced that interception, Raven Green's first interception of his career, I think.
Yeah,
I heard that somewhere. That was amazing. I love Preston Smith. I thought he had a pretty good game.
Yeah, Preston, I will say, had a very good game. There was a lot of just explosive plays, which I love to see.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing from the 49ers. I don't know how much that game is different with Nick or Jimmy Garoppolo. I will say, though, with Brandon Ayuk and all those other wide receivers, Kendrick Bourne, Deebo Samuel, with those wide receivers, if they weren't, it might have been a different game, especially with how much we saw them not only getting passes over the middle, but there was quite a few passes there, specifically one I'm thinking of in the third quarter that I can't remember who it was, who had a really good run, a lot of yard after the catch, and he got them all the way down to the 20. Packers offense, though, is just too explosive. Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas in this game completely change it. There's a lot of stuff the Packers can't get done, especially that first drive when they were operating with ease. Yeah. And injuries hurt them. I don't know if you can say I don't know why the 49ers seemed like they got away from the run. Would you say that? I mean, they were down a lot.
Because I'm not going to be able to get any fantasy points now from their gay-ass running backs, all right?
Yeah. I mean, they lost Raheem Mostert, who would be nothing if he didn't have that performance in the championship game.
That asshole.
Yes, yeah. We don't mention him. I love that you're drinking Mountain Dew here. I do have to recommend for all our Spotify listeners, if you can, go over to our YouTube channel because the video experience is something else, man. Tonight it probably won't be too significant, but man, especially when we have some guests on, it's some great stuff.
And especially if like something happens like with Jamal Williams, I go absolutely batshit crazy, and it's amazing.
Yeah, you got to see Big B's face during that. But we appreciate you listening wherever you are.
Yes.
The biggest thing, Packers had more explosive plays. Devontae Adams.
All right, this is one thing. All right.
Uh-huh.
I think, I don't know where this blends into anything. Maybe we already passed the subject. But John Runyon stepped in and played pretty damn good. And Elton Jenkins.
I didn't notice him, so that's fair. I knew he was in, but I didn't see him anytime, so that's very good.
Yep, and Elton Jenkins kicked out to left tackle after Rick Wagner's injury. He played very good.
Can we just talk about Elton Jenkins again? I feel like he's just being accepted as a legend right now.
That man's a legend.
And enough people aren't talking about how he one of the greatest draft picks of 2019. If top 10, maybe you would say. I don't know what it's looking like right now. But the Packers, it's really a shame that Rashawn Gary and Darnell Savage aren't giving us the best results. As you know, I still definitely have faith in Rashawn Gary. I'm losing a little bit of hope in Darnell Savage, but I have a lot of faith in a lot of ball game left.
A lot of ball game left.
Especially for all the talk this past week about they're going to waste it anyways. So I think A.J. Dillon is going to be looked at a lot different, especially considering how late he was taken. There's a lot of ball game left on A.J. Dillon. Let's let it chill. Really, people are mad. Once again, they're salty that it's not a wide receiver and that it is Jordan Love.
I know, we would have scored 51 tonight if we didn't draft him.
If only we traded for Will Fuller or traded for our first-round draft picks. The sources have told me that we would have won by 50.
Yep.
So it is quite unfortunate. I love that. That's a joke that so overused, but it's great.
Dude, we're going to be saying that like 30 years from now.
Yep.
Yep.
If we'll be saying it like we're going to win the Super Bowl in 2015. We're going to say if the Packers would have drafted a first-round wide receiver in the year 2020, we would have won this game by 30.
Yep.
We'll be there. That's why you got to we will be here with your game recap. You better be looking out for that.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what to take from this game. Let's talk significance, where we're at in the season right now. It means a lot for the confidence of the Green Bay Packers. Matt LaFleur, he's looking I'm just, there's so much talk of election, the odds, the numbers, what are they looking at right now? Matt LaFleur is looking pretty good for Coach of the Year, I have to say. Especially he's got that extra ballot of being young.
Okay. I love, like, every single time I talk to you, you say, oh, I hate all this, like, award stuff. I'm not going to take any of this thing seriously. Right when we hop into an episode, you're like, Matt LaFleur is Coach of the Year, Rodgers MVP, and we're winning the Super Bowl. I just need Coach of the Year. I need MVP. Awards. I don't get you. I seriously don't get you sometimes.
Before the games, when I'm feeling nervous, I'm just like, all right, let's just get out of here with a win. Like all season before every game, I'm like, okay, all that matters is winning. But then after, it's like, wow, that's a pretty good game. Now let's talk about awards. I just get so excited for it because it's all of that extra. I mean, I've kind of retired from my debating career and argument careers online, but it's just
no, I haven't. That I do.
Big B's career is still very much alive.
Okay. That's still alive.
Yeah, but I might have to consider pulling a Brett Favre and coming out of retirement in the year 2026 when Jordan Love in his second year starting and is leading the Packers to a 13-3 season. But that's
I'm gonna talk so much shit when that happens. By the way.
Yep. And so Florida Coach of the Year has the youngness. I know Mike Tomlin's up there. Why are we even talking about this? I don't know. But Mal Fleury, props to him, 20-6. Take away those 3.
We don't even have a script, but we're off the script.
Yeah. Yes.
We're tired.
So little to take away from the 49ers game that are like, you know what? We don't even have a script. There's nothing to write down. We are off the script. That is not a script.
Bingo.
This is Packers Unscripted, baby. Now, Bakhtiari. Now, especially you see this thing again. If we are without Bakhtiari and they are with Bosa and Solomon Thomas, might be a little different. But that wasn't the case. Packers get the win. Aaron Rodgers' offense with a great game. Jaguars will be an interesting situation with whatever the quarterback situation is looking like right now. I think that's the least of your worries.
I'm so excited for this Jaguars game, though. We're dropping 70 points, all right?
I know.
Doing it.
This is an upcoming game where you're like, we got this one in the bag. I don't want to speak in absolutes just because we learned that's not the smartest thing to do in previous games.
I've been talking about this game like for the past 5 weeks. I'm like, oh, by the way, we're winning versus Jacksonville.
Yeah, but this should be an easy win for them. And this is a game where you're like, all right, this is a nice time to boost some stats here.
Oh yeah.
We gotta recover.
Rodgers is second place in MVP voting. Jaguars game here.
Yep. Big game coming up. Then that next week, who do we have? I know we got an interesting upcoming schedule.
Indy,
and then Chicago.
Yep.
Chicago.
I think Philly.
Indy, Chicago,
Carolina.
Philly will be an interesting string of games. Obviously, I wouldn't be too unhappy if we lose one of those. Keep the 2. It'll be interesting. But I think that's really all I got to say. Not too much we can take away from this 49ers game.
All right, wait. I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Before we leave, do the Packers run the table?
Can they? Yes.
I think they can.
Should they in all likelihood beat the teams that they have left on their schedule? Yes.
I mean, the Titans, though.
Titans is going to be a tough one.
I mean, but if Derrick Henry just like randomly breaks his ankle, like a week
that's what I was going to say.
That's cool. I mean, I'm not like hoping he gets injured or anything.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think the Titans, we're already proving in week 16. Here we are, folks. The Titans, let's just do a Titans for you. The Titans secondary was pretty good. They really shut down Lamar Jackson in the playoffs last year. And so now they got Desmond Keane now for a 6th-round draft pick in some weird way. It will be an interesting one, seeing what both teams are looking like. Injuries, COVID, just overall momentum of the team. We don't know. Way too early. We shouldn't even be proven. But
all right, we're off the fake script again. Let's regroup.
It is remarkable. Okay, so let's see. How
Packers are 6-2.
Yep.
Packers beat San Francisco.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is MVP. Devontae Adams is effing god. That first touchdown was absolutely insane.
Yep.
Packers winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, That's what you can take away from this game in all likelihood. Let's end it off. Big B, how would you rank this win in the rest of the season? Let's just hear your thoughts.
On what?
How would you rank this game? Ranking the games from the season, how would you rank this game? Like, in your list, in your rankings, how would you rank this game?
Shit, how the hell am I supposed to know? I don't know. I don't freaking know.
I'll say probably below Minnesota, below Detroit.
How about this? Top 10.
There you go. Top 6, maybe even top 5. That's kind of wild there. Me and Big B will be taking a little bit of a break, most likely, barring any new COVID news. I don't see what too exciting could happen in the Packers this next weekend. Me and Big B will probably be taking a break. We will see you this Friday to preview the Jacksonville Jaguars game. It's a pleasure for you to join me, Big B, as always. Packers win. They are 6-2. Go Pack, go, everybody.
Let's go!